And breaking news from Capitol Hill, where the House is voting right now on a resolution calling on Vice President Pence to use the 25th Amendment to oust President Trump. But just minutes ago, Pence said he won't do that, urging Congress to focus on the upcoming transition instead. CBS correspondent Skyler Henry joining us live on Capitol Hill with this breaking development. Skyler?
Hey, Alan, good evening to you. Yeah, I'm going through the letter right now as we speak. Some of the big takeaways from the vice president's letter to House Speaker Nancy Pelosi. One line saying this: I will not now yield to efforts in the House of Representatives to play political games at a time so serious in the life of our nation. He also goes out to say that I urge you and every member of Congress to avoid actions that would further divide and inflame the passions of the moment. Obviously speaking to what happened here on Capitol Hill last week, but we know that a growing list of GOP lawmakers have said that they are willing to move forward with the possibility of voting to impeach President Trump for his actions last week. We know that we saw the president in front of TV cameras for the first time since the incidents of last week. We also know that there's at least one report out that says that Senator Mitch McConnell is willing to come out and support these impeachment efforts as well. So a lot of things happening here on Capitol Hill as we wait to see what happens next.
The impeachment hoax is a continuation of the greatest and most vicious witch hunt in the history of our country.
President Trump is lashing out at congressional Democrats as they prepare an impeachment vote on charges of inciting last week's assault on the Capitol.
We believe in the rule of law, not in violence or rioting.
On Capitol Hill, House lawmakers began consideration of a resolution asking Vice President Mike Pence to invoke the 25th Amendment to remove the president from office.
This president remains a clear and present danger to the country so long as he continues to serve.
I think this resolution is misguided and inappropriate for the legislative branch to pursue.
Democratic Congresswoman Norma Torres described an emotional call with her son during the hours-long riot. 5 people died, including one Capitol police officer who was viciously attacked.
All I could say, sweetheart, I'm okay. I'm running for my life.
Senior officials tell CBS News the vice president is unlikely to invoke the 25th Amendment, setting a stage for a full House impeachment vote as early as Wednesday.
Tuesday evening, several House Republicans announced they will vote to impeach President Trump, including Wyoming's Liz Cheney, New York's John Katko, and Adam Kinzinger of Illinois. Meanwhile, Justice Department officials gave an update on their efforts.
Of those 170 cases that have already been opened, and I anticipate that's going to grow to the hundreds in the next coming weeks, we've already charged over 70 cases. We're looking at significant felony cases tied to sedition and conspiracy.
Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer is calling for known rioters to be placed on the no-fly list.
Also, another note on that letter to Speaker Pelosi from Vice President Mike Pence. He's also urging those to focus on the Biden transition and avoid impeachment. But House Democrats say that they want President Trump removed right away, so that vote is expected tomorrow. Now, as for this investigation, we know that federal officials have said this, that they are combing through more than 100,000 pieces of digital media to try to round up as many suspects as they can. If they are charged, they could possibly face up to 20 years in prison. Alan?
A lot of moving pieces. All right, Skyler Henry on Capitol Hill tonight. Thank you so much.